taking over the hallowed ground between the hedges, and you know the dogs are ready to bite. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia, and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Dropping back, it's Evanson. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese, and what's so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-Americans. They have guys that can change the course of games, and that's why coming into this season, they were given that top 5 ranking, but on the field, in games, they simply, for whatever reason, have not been able to get it done, and the lack of execution, to me, is a huge reason why they've fallen out of the top 25.
Yeah, they haven't handled the pressure. I mean, that's just the easiest way to say it, because you just mentioned playmakers. They got them. They got guys that know how to play this game. That's why they were ranked in the top 5. They've got to get something going, and it has to start today.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They're testing the right side here. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He's got it. Breaks into the open. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Evanson. They're setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. The offense changing the play. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. The short hands, it's Milner. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Rushes on him. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. It's complete to the right. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
I love the start for this quarterback. Like last week, it wasn't his greatest outing. Let's put it this way. It wasn't real good at all. He's already surpassed his passing output in this game. So he's completely flipped the script. Nice bounce back already to start this game, too.
Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll try the run. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Evanson. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Florida State. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try the left side. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've have been firing on all cylinders. Touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. With jet sweep pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They're going back to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Handoff to the single running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the toss. Oh, he's got a chance. It's a seam wide open. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Quarterback Steve looking for just a sliver of daylight.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. But get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there, making the stop.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Shabera. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but Man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release by the QB. Turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Milner. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Evanson. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run the quarterback sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st down from the 28. The give to the tailback. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're going to run it to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Pulls it in. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
They'll leave it with him. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Pocket breaking down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Evanson. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield, man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Here's a heat. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete to the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down.
Charcoal.
Give to the running back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Shabera. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Shabera. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the 1st half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
On the move, it's Madden. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
To the ground. He's got it again. There he goes. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the give to the back. At the 45, on his way. Turning on the Jets. He's at the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown Tide.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by 11 over Florida State. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. The give out of the gun. Makes him talk to the hand. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
2nd down coming up.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go to the ground. And he knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Music now. Trick 9, feet.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. He's in the plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Got the first down. Looking for more. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Here we go.
Looking for a crease to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Looking downfield, it's Evanson. That's caught. It's Milner. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Pushes ahead. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
He's going out of bounds at the 36. Brings up 2nd down.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the left. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
Football 7. Football 7. Come on, set.
To the ground with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Georgia going up tempo. To the air, it's Evanson. Working that left side now. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Using his feet to buy time. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Using the quick game. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Bama! And the comeback is on. That touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Sam Houston. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Evanson. Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late, they're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save. Turning it on! Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Milner. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Great place to start for this offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got enough space. Touchdown Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Milner. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Evanson. Throwing right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They just keep firing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Evanson. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Across the 45. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Alabama! Once he got some room, it was over. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Fielded in the end zone, it's Milner. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Running back searching for a hole. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Gets open down the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the 1st down at the 30. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Evanson. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
2nd down coming up.
And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.